My name is Bob Vaverus, and I'm a dairy farmer in Delta, Utah. Dairy farming is very hard work. An average day on the dairy farm is about 12 hours a day. During this time of the year, for when we're chopping our feeds, we're putting in 16 hours a day right now. So it can be very stressful, very taxing. And about 3 years ago, I went into an arrhythmia after a hard day of chopping corn, and anyway, it put me in the hospital for about 3 days. And after my hospital stay, I was recommended to go see a cardiologist. I went and seen the cardiologist. He put me on about three prescription drugs that I recall at the time. And after about 3 days of taking these drugs, I started feeling worse than when I was originally sick and went to the hospital. I knew I had to get off of them because I felt that they were killing me, that something was wrong with me. I could not function. I couldn't get out of bed and have energy. So I quit taking them, and after about the 4th day, my wife found out that I wasn't taking them, and she wasn't very happy about it, and said that kind of forced the issue that we needed to go back to the doctor and get me on some other prescription drugs because those were not doing me well. And in that time, Kurt Crosby, who's a friend and dairy nutritionist of mine here in Delta, told me about Daniel chapter 1. And he said that I should go see Robin at Gifts Unlimited. Went and saw Robin, and she recommended what they call the cardiac pack. I took the cardiac pack, been taking them for about 4 or 5 days, felt good about it, went back to dairy farming. Took my Daniel chapter 1 products very religiously. Did not have time to work out. Of course, dairy farming, again, 12 to 16 hours a day. 3 months lapsed. I was feeling much better. I knew something was going on with me. Went back and saw the doctor, and the first thing they did was run some blood tests on me. About a 20-minute process or so, and Patty and I sat in the doctor's office waiting for him to come in. And he came in, gave me a pamphlet and read out what was on the readings, and said that he felt that I needed to take the test again. So right when he said that, I looked over at my wife, and I knew that something was better, because he didn't come out and say things were worse. He came out and said, we need to run this again. Would you mind going back to the lab and doing this today? And I said, sure. So we did that. We went back to the lab, and at this point in time, I'm happy and giddy. I know that there's something that's changed, and I started believing in the product about that time, and just knowing that I was better. Took the test, another 20-40-minute procedure, went back to his office. About an hour later, he came back in, and at that time read the results and said, Bob, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, and I'll see you in 6 months. And he proceeded to read off the numbers to me that were substantially lower than what my first visit with him was. I've had a better quality of life since I've been on Daniel chapter 1 products. I don't have a fear anymore about dying or having a heart attack. I've got a 4-year-old son, and there was a time when I was fearful that I needed to be around for him. And now, knowing Robin, knowing the stores there, we're currently on products now like CoQ10 and A and B biotrophins and IG factors, and my wife loves biocarbs, my son loves the CoQ10. We've been on their products, and we all feel that we have a better quality of life since we've been taking their products.